Hello, chat. Hello. Welcome in, everybody. So glad you all could be here today. Welcome into Rack and obviously Tony, who is also in the call, which I will unmute in just a moment. But welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. How are y'all doing tonight? As y'all can see, I'm joined by a couple lovely guests who will introduce themselves in just a moment. Hello, we are live.
Hi.
Hi.
Because we recently got a fuck ton of new followers, why don't y'all lovely people introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Antasy. I also do streaming on occasion, but I also do art. Pronouns they, them, and yeah.
Keep it short, simple. Name's Zephyr, and he, him. Yep.
Yeah, and also we'll commonly refer to him as Zin, because that was his prior username.
Correctamundo.
We kind of use it interchangeably at this point.
Pretty much.
Zeffy Poo.
And given this is my stream, and a lot of you may not know who I am, because I recently had, like, almost 20 new followers since I last streamed, which, holy shit. I'm Coffee, or Coffeehead, as y'all should know by now if you came to my stream, but as you can see, I am currently a dog, but also I can be a panda, or a bird, and soon to be a dinosaur, among many others. As y'all can see, I'm indecisive and don't stick to one species or one character.
Ever.
I have
Literally.
7 currently and more on the way.
Jesus.
At some point, I'm probably going to have a character of, like, every species. Because I keep seeing, like, interesting species and go, oh, that would be fun.
God damn it.
We have a very special one in the works.
Yes, I have a pos that Tony and I have started discussing.
And then there's just me sitting here with, like, 2.
I also have 2. 1.5 if you count the other one.
But
Fair.
anyway, let's jump into it, shall we? We'll start with some of mine. So we're not going to worry about the ones that are here on stream. So the one that y'all are currently seeing, the dog, is Rocky. He actually was not the first. Dax, the panda, was first. And then the dog came later. But the dog is kind of the face of the channel. Dax, he's just here.
Here.
And then we have Ambrose, who is my pirate bird. Also, if I'm, like, really loud or anything, chat, please let me know. I guess in order, real quick, I'll let you know who the artists are. So, Rocky was done by the wonderful Chillpanes. Dax was actually done by our local Pos.
Hi.
And then Ambrose was done by Twiz the Tune. Links to their socials are down below, so y'all can always check that out. I always try to make sure I credit the artists. And also, all the artists that have done stuff for stream have the artist badge, so very easy to identify them in chat. Just because, I guess we'll start with the one that's been garnering the most attention lately, which is, let me actually open the image in a new tab, or it's not going to work like I wanted it to, never mind. But here, I'll share my screen with y'all just so you can see it in real time.
Oh, yep. Yep.
But the one that's been garnering the most attention is Cedric, my dino. Also drawn by Tony. Tony's done a lot of art that I have used for my Sonas.
I have. I love doing it. I will never stop.
Yes, this one was a collaboration between Tony and I on the design. We designed him across like 3 or 4 times sitting in VC. And I'm gonna have a PNG of him coming soon. I'm going to be commissioning it like sometime next month. And he will probably, for at least for a good month or so, be the primary face of the channel, just because, well, I'm very autistic about dinosaurs. But
Gee, I could have never guessed.
as y'all can see, his design is heavily inspired by mint chocolate chip ice cream. Which, those in chat, feel free to give your thoughts about the Sonas that we'll put up on stream as well.
Coffee is also on the chopping block. Rip into them.
let me switch back to Rocky here. I just realized I was still on Ambrose.
You know what? No. Put the bird back on.
Bird time. Next we have Demetrius, who is half hyena, half tiger. This one was also drawn by Tony. This one I gave them a lot more free reign on. I was kind of like, here's the general gist, go crazy with it.
This one is hands down one of my favorite designs I've done so far.
I've had some other art pieces. We're not going to go through all the pieces I have of each individual character, just because we'd be here all night. But Demetrius is definitely, I think, the most unique of all of my characters, and also the most heavily pierced.
Real.
But you can't have a yin without piercings.
Noted.
Damn it.
And then we have Dismark, the other bear Sona that I have. I actually didn't design this one. I actually purchased him from a friend of mine who was in some financial trouble and needed somebody to take the character over to help with paying bills. The only thing I added to the design was the crudely drawn top surgery scars. But I'm actually not sure who the artist on this one is. I would have to ask, because he didn't tell me the artist for anything when he sent me all the stuff. Their signatures on there, but I don't know any of their socials. And then we have one of the newest additions, Dreamsicle. Another one that I purchased from somebody else. They had made him for a trade. It fell through. The artist for this is Miss Sunny, who I've commissioned before. But anyway, I guess we'll just go back to the start with Cedric and let y'all give your thoughts.
I'll let Zing go first because I'm biased.
I'd say you did kind of draw this.
I think to an extent all three of us are biased to this one.
I mean, yes, but
I mean, obviously, oh god, where do I start? The colors are great. When you guys first showed me the fucking body type for this one, I died. Oh, I love it. I love it entirely. And it's very creative that you went with the ice cream idea for this one.
yeah, as y'all know, the design was actually inspired by a plushie that I had purchased.
Yep.
Yes,
I remember it. I remember that. Yep. I literally distinctly remembered it. So when you guys started working on this, I'm like, wait a fucking second. I've seen this before.
Also, if y'all hear like a fan or anything in the background, it's because it's like 80 degrees in here and I'm dying.
I thought you were gonna finish that up with, if you hear that, no you don't.
Oh my god, twinsies! I don't have a fan though. I'm just dying.
I mean, I have my fan. It's just not on right now because my mic was picking it up and makes it really hard to hear me. But I do have one of those like giant like hand fans that you see like drag queens use, which may or may not be getting picked up on the mic, but it's hot in here, so if y'all hear it, I apologize.
Wait, Zen, what were you saying?
I said, Tony, don't die.
I don't plan on it, but my apartment complex has been trying to kill me for the past like 3 weeks. So
Jeez.
Sulavu. What's the next one? Show us.
Toodaloo.
And then next we have Demetrius. I guess. Oh, Tony, did you have any final thoughts for Cedric?
It's more like artistic critiques on my end. I love the design. One little tidbit, I did try to, whenever I did the chocolate chips, I was trying to base them off like freckles. So I try to follow like normal freckle patterns and make them look a little bit cuter.
I can see it.
All right, next we have Demetrius, another piece done by Tony. I think there's going to be a fair bit of Tony's art in this stream.
I think so.
Because we also have yours, we also have Tonio, and then the other Rocky, which is your partner, Sona.
Actually, it's a Reno, but yeah.
Oh, I remember it was original, and they changed the name.
Yeah. Yes, they did change the name.
Oh my goodness.
Reflex Rap, thank you for the follow.
Hi, welcome in.
Zin, your thoughts on Demetrius?
Oh.
There's a reason I'm already at least 50% biased on this one, and I think you know. I don't think I have to say
it. Well, for those of us who don't...
Gene. Enough said. Fucking enough said. Oh my god. But I love the haircut. I love the tongue piercing. That came out really cute.
It's a good tidbit.
I do like the mix of stripes and spots. That came out really good.
That's the thing I'm most proud of on this design, is just being able to blend them really well.
Yeah,
together.
but also it's a very common theme that pretty much none of my Sonas have simple designs. I am very extra. And so it reflects in my characters.
I don't know what you're talking about. Looks at my current one that is not my icon on here yet, but...
Though I think of all of them, Demetrius is the most complicated.
Yeah, I tried to make the design as symmetrical as possible.
Which definitely helps, but like just the fact that it's spots and stripes and also piercings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's that.
And that is why in like most of the art that's been done of him, he is like as covered as possible. Because when Rio drew him as a birthday present for me last year, he put him in like a full, like he had him where like pretty much most of him was covered, and just so he didn't have to draw all that. Which, you know what? Fair enough.
Yeah, fair.
If there's time at the... yeah, he has lip piercings, ear piercings, a tongue piercing, another piercing that is not shown on stream. A
septum.
Yep, septum, and also his nipples.
And his eyebrow piercing.
Yes. Oh, yep, the eyebrow, yep.
So he's a very heavily pierced person.
I think that's hot, personally. It's someone who's trying to achieve the same level.
It's also like I basically just gave him like a lot of the piercings that I was like I would love to get, but I do not need that many piercings in my body. Or don't have the correct anatomy for, because a lot of piercings are very anatomy dependent, but that's something for another day.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next is Dismark. Zan, we'll start with you. Did not mean to click on that tab.
Oh. Oh, it's going all over. There we go. I mean, I don't have too many thoughts on it, other than it's adorable. I love the addition you made.
Yes, I trans his gender.
or as so many of my friends have said it, how's that egg doing? But no, it looks great. It's simple but effective, and like I said, very cute. I like the ear fluff as well. And yep, I was right. I'm also a sucker for the eye color of choice.
He's also got the little cutie mark on his butt.
I was literally about to mention that.
Trust me, I fucking noticed. I noticed.
Well, Gold Bar, I think it was definitely like your cutest design that you have out of your Sonas. It's simple, but it's nice, it's adorable, and it's easy to work with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's probably the most simplistic of all my Sonas, and it shows because I purchased him, I didn't design him. Which I need to get in contact with Griff, who I purchased it from, to like figure out who the artist is, because I can't quite make out the name from the artist signature, and I would love to like actually follow the artist that did this design.
Understandable.
And then we have Dreamsicle, who's also a little bit more complicated.
Real.
And one of the newest additions to my group.
I absolutely love the color choices here entirely. I'm usually not a person for orange, but in this design it works really well. And I love the way the patterns on the legs look. That actually looks really good. And a little bit on the chest collarbone area, that's really, really nice.
Let's say when I purchased him, he did not have a name, so I had to name him, and which I went with Dreamsicle because that's all I could think of when I look at his color, look at his colors.
No, because I would have come up with the literal same thing, so it's fine. I can understand where you got that one from.
I like how nerdy they look.
Yes.
And dipped in cream is very funny. But the color palette's really nice. It's a nice sunset palette. And they blended really well together. The hair is really fun. I like that there's room to simplify if you do want to draw it, too.
Yeah, because Rio drew him and simplified it down a little bit.
Mm-hmm. It's very cute.
That's why I tend to try to stick to designs that are complicated but can be simplified down and the energy still be there.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay, that's enough about my Sonas. Next is the aforementioned Rio, who is another friend of the channel. Welcome in, Vinny.
Hey.
As you can see, I'm currently burb. But here we have our good friend Rio. I actually really like that Rio went with a much more simplistic design, but it's also somewhat realistic. We got a little bit of scruff going on and with some facial hair, and it's simple but not in a bad way.
That's exactly my thought.
I mean, we are actually currently looking at. I had put out a tweet for people to submit their Sonas for us to look at on stream. Which, speaking of Rio, him and his partner Mars might be making a fashionably late appearance at some point during the stream. Depending on what time their stuff ends.
Right.
Vinny, while we're still doing this, if you want to have a quick submission, feel free. You should be able to find the tweet pretty easily, considering I don't tweet much. And also, pretty much all of my friends have retweeted it.
Tweeter.
Because I refuse to call it X. Because that's fucking dumb.
Yep.
Very dumb.
But yeah, and this is I think, third or fourth iteration of Rio's design. And I do definitely like that he keeps it, pretty simplistic. Especially because, especially for being a dog Sona, it doesn't need to be super complicated.
Yeah.
But I also like that you can definitely see Rio's personality.
Oh, 100%. I absolutely do love the hairstyle they went with for this one too, as well.
I think it's a very easy to redesign. I love it a lot. It's super cute, and Rio knows his aesthetic very well.
Oh, 100%.
And and also just knowing what I have seen, like a picture or two of like what Rio looks like IRL. This is pretty much what I would expect. Like if he was a dog, this is it. Like this is literally just what Rio looks like IRL, basically. Which is not a bad thing in a Sona, because I mean, at the end of the day, that's what a Sona's for.
Right.
Next, we have my good friend Arctic. The little fun story about how he and I met. We actually met because we were collaborating on a Star Fox fanfic.
Real.
A lot. If I had a nickel for every time I made a friend through fanfic, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. The other aforementioned time is in this call.
Hi!
Oh!
Yeah, Zen and I met through a Beastars fanfic.
Yep.
Oh!
Yep.
I'm pretty sure I've told you that story before, Tony.
No, you haven't. No.
Oh god, oh god.
We'll fill you in on that off stream. It's a
good
doozy.
idea.
But here we have my friend Arctic, who is obviously an Arctic wolf. I actually really like the rainbow scarf. I really like the fact that like his design is pretty simplistic, but I like and this is more representative of just this particular art, not necessarily the sun itself, but I also really like the like choice of colors and just the way that like the colors blend really nicely with the background and just I also like that like the design itself is very simple, so he went more complicated with the clothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, and make sure to refresh the page when you get the chance, just in case.
I see I have a bunch of unread notifications. I'm going to get through the ones that are here first and then refresh. Otherwise, I'll lose it and have to dig back through. But yeah, what are y'all's thoughts on Arctic? And I will do that, Vinny, while Zin gives his thoughts.
Oh, I mean, you pretty much already summed up everything I would have had to say about it. The art that we are looking at here, the colors are really nice. And like you said, because the design itself is very simple, they were able to put a lot of extra detail and attention into other parts of the design, such as the clothing and background. But yeah, this is another case of simple, but a really good, solid design, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And they remind me of a different character that I think Coffee knows who I'm thinking of. Considering we both just saw him again. Well, Coffee saw him this morning. I saw him last night again in one of the stories that we were reading.
Nice.
I'll show you, Tony. Don't worry.
Okay.
Silver.
Yes. From RTF.
Yeah. Yep. Hold on. I'll send you it, Tony.
Word.
Where is my DMs with Tony?
How dare you, losing my DMs.
Welcome in, Cake Master.
Listen, I was looking for coffees for like a solid minute earlier today, and it was right in front of my face. So it's not anything other than the fact that I'm blind as fuck.
Yeah. For this design, I will admit, I do, not what I will admit. I do like the design. It's cute. Kind of gives me Balto vibes.
I can see that.
Yeah, I can see that. Yep.
And I will always appreciate a like realistic animal design more over a like sparkle dog furry design.
Yeah,
you know?
the artist that I follow and he like streams and stuff, he was talking. This is specifically about bird sound. If this kind of applies here, he described it as real bird versus fuck bird. A fuck bird is like. Thank you for the follow, Cake Master. Where it's like you're not really going for realism, you're more going for like either you're going for like a cartoony, or you're going for like, you're not really looking at like real bird anatomy and stuff like that. Whereas like a real bird, in his words, is like more realistic. Like, you either know a lot about birds, you probably own a bird, stuff like that.
So like Happy Roadkill birds versus like Tehran Fiddler.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say yes, but I'm not familiar with the other person. But I'm gonna say yes.
They do those very nice painted drawings of like minotaurs and wolves.
Oh, okay, yeah, now I know who you're talking about. Okay, I just didn't know them by name.
I love their art. Also, Cake. I thought you were Cake, not a wedge of cheese. Get yourself together.
They could be cheesecake.
Oh, that's a good point. Fuck me, I guess.
Damn, no, I want cheesecake.
God damn it, now I do.
It was cheesecake earlier this week, so I'm balling. Y'all are losers.
Anyway, we'll move on to the next one, which is Tonio.
Hi, me.
Which
Hello.
This is the second iteration.
Well, technically, Tonio's the first, but it's the second Sona.
But, well, I actually really like that you went for a very, like, I don't want to say non-traditional, like, particular, like, possum species, but, like, most people, when they hear possum, they think Virginia possum. At least if you live here in the U.S. Because that's the, like, one species of possum that lives in the U.S.
Not wrong.
It's based off a water possum. I originally had a Virginia possum Sona by the name of Tony. I was like the more I drew them, the more I was like, I'm not really into this. It's not me. And I was like, you know what? Getting rid of the design. I'm starting over. And now we have Tonio.
Zin, your thoughts?
I mean, again, biased because I have loved basically everything that Tony has cranked out. This is no exception. I love the shade of green you chose for the hair and back. Works beautiful with the other tones that you have with the brown and the tan and of course, we always love with the good ear piercings.
I'd say, especially with the way that I was going to say that, K-Master. It's very, like, mossy green.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. That's what I liked about it.
I wanted to get them, like, plant vibes. I was told many a times that they look like they'd smoke weed.
All right, next we have a couple from a good friend of the channel, Harp. First, we have Nico, which is a fox-wolf hybrid. And they actually drew this one themselves, which is really neat. I actually like it's like they basically had a hybrid of two really, really common species that you don't really see all that often. It is very Sparkle Dog-ish, but like not in like a bad way. Oh, because it's like they're like candy apple red. That's very, very Sparkle Dog. I do like the little, like, can't tell if they're supposed to be like piercings or on the ears there. I think they're supposed to be piercings. I like that little collar around their neck, the stars on their cheeks and on their back. I also love that they made the tail like really fluffy. I also like the way they did like the little color palette over here. Makes life much easier for the artist.
Oh yeah.
But I also like that even though it is very like Sparkle Dog-ish, it's not like overly complicated.
Yeah.
Zeke.
Yeah, no, I agree with pretty much everything Coffee said. I I like the marking on the back as well, or like the shoulder area. That looks really good.
I've drawn Nico a lot before, so I've grown to appreciate the design a bit more the more I draw him, and it's just like it allows for a lot of room to mess around and mess with colors, mess with shading, mess with how like certain textures are made, and like I like the comparison that you made with coffee, where it's like it feels like a sparkle dog, but it's not nearly as complicated. It has that charm.
And then the other one we have is actually their Seal Sona, which is absolutely adorable.
Oh yeah, brand new Seal Sona.
Which this is Harp the Seal. I absolutely love the fact that they actually made a Seal Sona, because Harp has a tendency to draw people as Spheals, the Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Which are just little. Yep, I have one. I don't think they've done Zen.
No, I have not.
But they've done me, they've done Tony, they've done Rio, they've done Mars, they've done a bunch of people in Barley's community, whole bunch of people. So I'm glad they're like finally actually making a like Seal Sona. I'm not sure exactly which type of seal this is supposed to be. I'm not super familiar with a lot of marine biology stuff. That's more Zin's department. I'm dinosaurs, he's marine biology.
Yeah.
Yeah, that checks out.
But I also,
that sounds cool.
That does sound cool. I also like that like the design's simplistic. Like they're very fluffy, and I also love the little like halo above their head. Like they're very fluffy looking, but like you can also very clearly tell it's supposed to be a seal. Because like, no hate to some furries, but sometimes they're like, yeah, my Sona is blah 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 species, and you look at it and go, that's what it's supposed to be. It's the same energy. I don't know where it's from, but I know it's like a TikTok sound that's like going viral right now. It's like you wouldn't hit a woman. It's like, that's a woman?
That's a woman?
Like, that, it's that kind of same energy where sometimes somebody's like, yeah, my Sona is, blah, blah, blah species, and you kind of look at it and go, that's what it's supposed to be. But, like, I like when you could, like, you look at a Sona and you can very clearly tell what species it is.
It's very, yeah. It makes the job easier. Especially references.
Yes. Zin, your thoughts?
I think words. I think I'm very biased towards this one again because, well,
and here's the back of it.
You painted the nail on the head with the what my area of expertise is here. Although, given the fact that it definitely does seem to still be some form of hybrid, I would not be able to tell you exactly which type of seal this is. I would have absolutely laughed, though, if they went with a harp seal, because, well, harp. But,
yeah.
I don't think this is a harp seal specifically, but I do absolutely love the design. I love how the tail looks. The color palette is... It's giving me sort of like a mocha color palette, and I really love that for this design. The fluff is all in the right places, obviously. And then, let's see. Let me see if I can get any other details that really stand out. No, I think that's about all I'd have to say about this one, but it is adorable, and I love it.
Tony, your thoughts?
My favorite thing about this design is the color palette. It is so cute. It's very sweet. They blend together really well. Pixel, I need to follow you. It is such a cute design. And the way both sides are like done are like or Pixel, that's what it is. I can't read. It's just really sweet, and it has a really strong personality from the get-go, and I like the fantastical bits of like the halo, the angel wings, being like it's not just a harp seal, but it's also like angel harps, you know?
Yeah.
It's very sweet.
All right, move on to the next one, which is my good friend Liam with his Liger, which is a lion tiger Nimbus. Which I actually really like their design, especially for being a liger, which is another species you don't see all that often. I like that they definitely you can kind of see that it is a lion and a tiger. You look at it and you're like, yeah, I can see elements from both.
Oh yeah.
I also like the fact that they have locks. I love when people of color give their Sonas very traits that are part of their culture, because it's you don't see it a lot, and I really appreciate it when artists do that. I also think the scar over the eye is really cool. The fact that they're doing some kind of magic down here is really neat.
I love Sona's lore.
The homophobia in the eyes.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that.
I mean, you see that a lot in Sonas, but I think it's. I mean, no matter how many times I see it, I think it is still really neat, especially when they pick two very different colors.
Remind me to do that next time, because I always am a sucker for that stuff, but I have yet to do it myself for some odd reason.
I also like that on their locks they've got little accessories on them.
Yeah.
They call them dreads here, but I have since learned that most people prefer the term locks instead of dreads.
Right.
Not gonna get into all that because it's really not my place to speak on it.
Mm.
It's a meme, Rack. It was somebody typoed and they're trying to say heterochromia. They said homophobia, and it's just become a running meme. So now anytime I see heterochromia, I'm like, oh, they have homophobia in their eyes.
Yeah. I've even seen someone redo it where instead of saying homophobia for heterochromia, I've seen someone mesh the two and go heterophobia. And I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, Zin, your thoughts?
Once again, basically mirroring what you said. The locks look great. I love the exact elements of both species they chose for this design. The scar on the eye is another beautiful touch, and the heterochromic eyes are a weak spot for me. I will admit that.
I really like the purple tints on everything. It just adds a lot of a nice splash of color from the otherwise gray color palette.
Oh yeah.
As I said before, I really like Sonas that have special lore to it, because sometimes I forget people don't just turn themselves into an animal. Sometimes they're like, hey, I'm a really cool wolf with lightning powers and stuff, and I think that's always really cute to see.
Oh yeah.
It explores a lot of creativity, and you can always build more on that for aesthetics or just fun art pieces. It's fun. The design overall is really cute though. The body's really fun, and I like that the patterns a little bit more on the more simple side, and I mean that in a good way, because it's so I've seen some tiger stripes that are borderline, you can't really tell what's a stripe and what isn't, but this is it's really easy to read.
Yeah, the stripes are really well defined. I mean, I like that they're a similar shade to the rest of the fur, but they're visibly darker. Because sometimes you have stripes that are a little too close to the fur color and it gets really muddied.
Oh yeah.
But that's mostly just art theory stuff that we're not gonna get into.
Please don't. Yeah, please don't.
The next is Jiggle.
Hi, baby. Hello.
Which Jiggle drew this themselves, I believe. They have, I think, a couple. Yeah, they have the raccoon and then the Siamese cat. Which we'll start with the raccoon. I actually really like the fact that Jiggles went very, very simplistic with the design. It's like very traditional for like a raccoon Sona, but I also like that they went with some like fun, funky colors for like the shirt and the background. I also like that the fact that like the background is the color palette.
It's the color palette? Yeah, I was gonna note that.
But also, it kind of gives me like Neapolitan ice cream vibes.
Oh my god! Wait, yeah, kind of.
Like it's that same sort of energy. Also, like the little earrings. Honestly, and I actually really like the fact that like Jiggle's art, it stands out because it's like very polygonal, but like not in a bad way. It makes it very unique, and honestly, it's like the fact that their head is a hexagon, I think is kind of cool. It's like, especially because it makes it a little easier to draw, honestly, because like okay,
there we
yeah,
go.
thank you. I was looking at it and I was like, am I having a stroke? Iconic username. But also, get them out of here. The first time I've had a troll in my chat, I've made it. That's how you know you've made it. The troll will show up.
Crazy.
But anyway, as I was saying, I like the fact that like Jiggle goes like very like polygonal with their art because I think it's unique and it's interesting, and also like proves that like art doesn't need to be hard. Like you can just make something out of just simple shapes and it still look cool, you know?
Yeah.
Y'all's thoughts?
Same as you, basically. It's like the design is simple, not in a bad way. It makes it easy to know what we're looking at. The color palette on the clothing is honestly gorgeous. I love the more muted shades they went with for those colors. Not much else to say about it, really. I do agree with pretty much everything you said on that, including the very unique art style, in my opinion. I really do like it. Tony?
I have always loved Jiggle's design. It's very cute, and every time they draw, it's just really easy to make memeable.
Didn't Jiggle also at one point draw art of like Tonio being like suplexed?
Yeah, Tonio. They've drawn Tony and Tonio in a lot of situations. What did they do? They did something with Tonio recently, but I digress. The design's really cute, really fun, like and easy to work with. You don't see. I think out of all these, this is one of our only bigger body types. Well, we have like one or two, but you don't see a lot of bigger body types on Sonas like shown off. And I just like that Jiggles embraces it, and it's really cute. Also, I can never tell if they're trying to like gaslight me into thinking it's not a Tanuki, because they'll say it's a they'll say he's a raccoon sometimes, but also say they're not. I'm like, what magic words are you trying to spell me?
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
Magic Man. I was about to quote the same fucking thing.
The fact that that's from a like early 2000s show that most people just know because of TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Clone High was too good for its time. But
okay,
anyway, I digress.
Yeah. Real quick, I found the art that I love from Jiggles. Y'all know Neon Genesis Evangelion?
Yes, I am infinitely familiar.
You know that scene where as this why am I forgetting her name?
Asuka?
Asuka? The red-haired girl?
Yep.
Like the screaming scene,
Yes, that scene.
they redrew that with Tonio.
Yeah, I saw that. But also need Tonio in the Shinji chair meme.
Oh my god, I need to do that.
But anyway, we'll move on to Jiggles. There's Sona, which is a Siamese cat.
Brand new, by the way.
Love that they went with the same color palette for the clothes. Again, I like that they went like kind of very hexagonal with the art, especially at the head. I think it's funky. I think it's fun. But the fact that like it's also clearly like they still made it unique.
Mm.
Also, like that they actually notated all of the piercings over here, just because they can be kind of hard to see on the actual design.
Mm-hmm.
Love the fact that they have the like color palette over here. Also like the way that they blended the like the cream with like the black that's on the arms and the legs. I think that's really nice. Zin, your thoughts?
Honestly, this is another one where I don't have too much to add. Come on, plug my laptop in. There we go. The colors do feel very balanced out, and I like the exact shading and blending between the torso and limbs for the gradient on the Siamese design. And I just noticed.
Hey Rio, welcome in. Yeah, we actually we got to you pretty early on. Also, real quick, out of curiosity looked at the Troll's account, and his PFP is an NFT.
Awesome.
So glad we got him out of it. Yeah, you missed it, Rio. I had my first ever troll come into chat. I feel honored.
I've been here for a long time. I feel discredited.
It doesn't count when you're my friend. But anyway, didn't mean to interrupt y'all. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. The only other thing I was going to mention is, because I didn't notice it at first, was the piercings on the ears.
Yeah, which I do like that they're notated over here.
Yeah, that is a nice detail for a ref sheet. I agree.
Take a sip, dog.
It's funny you say that right after I just did myself.
Also, since Rio streams now, I can shout them out.
Not if I do it before you. Damn it.
I did.
You did it wrong.
Dash instead of underscore. Oh well. But also, go check out Rio's Twitter. Somebody wants to link that for me.
Let me see if I can get that. Hold up.
Also, I finally got Nightbot working again, so there's that. As y'all can see, he wasn't working for a hot sec. All right, and we'll move on to the next one. We have Z the Wolf.
Z is a buddy of mine. We play a lot of Minecraft together.
I mean, I like the hair. I like the color for the hair and the fact that it matches the eyes. The glasses are nice. They look like a massive fucking nerd. Affectionate. Because I, too, am also a massive fucking nerd.
You are.
I actually really like the hoodie.
Tony beat me to it.
Though wearing a white hoodie is a bold choice.
It's scary. as a cook, I get so scared wearing white.
I am just clumsy and have the tendency to spill.
One spill and it's over for you, dog.
I like the fact that they have white around the muzzle and like the neck floof, and then gray fur, and then black on the ears.
Yeah, I think the sectioning is really nice.
Oh yeah, I also adore the hairstyle. Once again, that one looks really good, and the one splash of bright color along with the eyes really does help break up the color pattern on the head, which I really like.
I like Z's design a lot. It's just good And the color palette is very industrial and fun.
And also, they drew it themselves.
They did. Z does some art.
And then we have Minty Bew, which I'm not totally sure. I think they're supposed to be a satyr.
I think they were satyr, yeah.
Which I haven't seen one of those in here before, so I think it's
That's
very
really sick.
interesting. I love the design. Love that they're also a little bigger. Don't see a lot of that. I really like the horns. And this is just more of an issue with this particular art. Kind of hard to tell what's going on here, but like that's not necessarily indicative of the character. That's just more of the fact that there's clearly some context here that I don't have.
Yeah.
Love the pentagram on the chest. I think that's really neat, and the fact that they're wearing like a very like lacy skirt. It's like a really nice mixture of like It's like a very like traditionally masculine looking character wearing like very feminine looking clothes, which I love. Like,
oh yeah,
fuck the gender roles. Wear what you want.
I think it's so attractive.
Also, the painted nails is really nice. The markings on the eyes is kind of neat. Also, love that they just have a full beard and mustache. Don't see too many Sonas with just full facial hair.
true.
There's some other art of them that gives us a better... Again, there's clearly some context here that I'm missing. But,
Right.
like, the character seems neat.
Oh yeah,
Super
I agree.
cool.
I agree on you don't see characters like this every day. That definitely helps them stand out a lot. I love the composition of the second one of the two pieces, definitely. And then, yeah, no, it's just a really solid, interesting, fun design that I haven't seen before, and I really do like it.
I always love non-binary and gender non-conforming characters, and doing it with like big characters with the makeup and like the nail polish and the clothing. It's super cute, and it's just like allows for a lot of fun art pieces. And you don't see a lot of satyrs. I agree, and it's super cute seeing a satyr like done like this, you know, rather than the traditional like Greek method.
And then here we have Jacob the Snake Up, which, love the name. The fact that it's like a play on words is amazing. But also,
Yeah, I love it.
Snake Sauna. Don't see a lot of these.
Yeah, and I think this was done by Mr. Labrador.
Yeah, I recognize Labby's art style. I really love the hairstyle. It's like it's very 80s.
It is.
Something about their design looks very 80s to me, and like, but not in a bad way.
Oh, 100%.
It's very much giving like male protagonist in like an 80s rom-com.
You know, yeah.
Like, I could see him being in a movie like The Breakfast Club.
Oh, definitely.
Love that they have the forked tongue. I love the way that the tail is done. I also love that like the outfit was kept simple. It's just a simple, you know, a hoodie and jeans. Like, also love the round glasses. I feel like not a lot of people do, like, if they draw a character with glasses, they don't do like the round frames, which I think is really neat.
Right. Only reason I wouldn't is because it's not. I would, if I was ever to put ones on mine, it'd probably be the ones that I have realistically, which are the rectangle ones. But I do agree that seeing the round ones is nice.
I was actually going to swap out Tanya's glasses for round ones, like round shades.
Which we do have a couple more submissions after this, but anybody in chat who's not already submitted, feel free. Otherwise, we will just look at like some other art pieces and stuff of some of our personal Sonas, which is in post yours. I know you didn't, but do that. There's holding a gun to your head.
Yeah, I will. Don't worry.
I will say my favorite thing about the design, and I think it's purely just because like the way Labby did it, is that this character kind of reminds me of like a 90s early Saturday morning cartoon character.
I can also see that, yeah.
It's just like with a funny catchphrase. It's just really cute, really bouncy,
Oh,
and it's just a really cute design.
yeah,
The hair is really nice.
the moment you added Saturday morning cartoon, I know where I've seen that type of haircut before. Coffee. Younger Greg.
Oh yeah, from Steven Universe.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Greg.
It's like not quite a. It's like almost a mullet, but like not quite.
Almost.
But like if he trimmed it up in the front, it would just be a mullet.
Yeah, it does give me like recess, you know.
Oh my god, recess.
I could see that. I also just really like. This is not necessarily indicative of the character stuff. I also just loved it. Like Labby's style is like kind of cartoony.
Oh,
like,
I love Labby's cartoony style.
Let's say, which I'll have to dig it back out, but I have a piece that I've gotten from Labby before. I need to commission Labby again sometime.
I've been wanting to commission Labby, but I don't really have anybody that's like any characters that are good for it.
For me, it's just kind of like I just haven't had any like things that I'm like, yes, this would look great in Labby's style. Because like especially it's like I'm very picky about what styles I want my characters drawn in, but that's neither here nor there. And then another one was actually sent into my DMs because he couldn't find the post.
Lamau.
So just leaking my DMs with Reno.
Oh my god.
But this is actually Tony's partner.
My love. My sweet baby bear. I'm also biased on this.
Rio, if you're still here, there's some pits for you.
God damn it.
I'll at them.
No, it's the way I had to send them something the other day just because there was exactly that in the art.
Just anytime any of us see pit art, we immediately go, "Oh, Rio, here you go."
Literally.
Kiddage.
I'd say I actually really like the choice of like they kept it simple color wise, but still like very creative use of color. I like the fact that like there's just the patches of like the like tannish color with it being black the rest of the way through. But I also like the fact that it's not like black, like it's not like jet black, which would muddy the lines too much. Tomika. Hey Tomika, welcome in. Submit if you haven't already.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Holding a gun to everybody's head that hasn't submitted already.
Okay, and then there's this one.
Which I believe you do this one, yes, Tony?
I did do this.
Like I said, there's going to be a lot of Tony's art in this stream.
You say as I'm literally uploading both of mine, one of which being Tony's work?
Pit mentioned. That's why you were paying.
Pits were mentioned. Here you go. Happy birthday.
I mean, do you have, like, any art of your character? Atomica? Also, Rio,
right.
yell at Mars to submit. Because I assume Mars is probably with you. Because 90% of the time when I'm talking to one of you, you are in the same room.
Kick them in the nets.
Yeah, yell at Mars to submit their Sona and also their OCs that they were showing me. Because their art needs to be appreciated.
Mars has OCs?
Yes, they do. Because Mars is working on a VM, kinda.
Oh my god, same Z's.
Yeah, either have them submitted on the post or they can just DM it to me. Because that's what Reno did. 90% of my DMs with Mars is just memes. Regardless of the platform. It's just memes. I'll be at work and I'll check my phone and I'll have like 80 TikToks from them. I'd say, or if they want to like, yeah, that's fine too. Their Sona, any of their OCs, all of it. Give us all of it. Just make sure it's all safe for work, please. I don't need to get... on Twitter is fine, or if you want to DM it to me on Discord, that works too.
I can actually link you guys the post.
Yes.
There, the gun can be removed from my head. It's in there.
Which we'll look at Vinny's stuff next.
Why can't I pin it?
Rip.
Vinster. Hello, my favorite European friend.
Give me just a sec, chat. I'm responding to a message from Itsune.
Bear.
Because they submitted something earlier and then they deleted it, and I'm yelling at them to repost it.
Evil.
Also, at some point I need to yell at Truff to accept my friend request on Discord. But that's neither here nor there. Okay, here we have Vinny, the detective sheepdog, who,
Oh my
as
god.
y'all can see, Vinny is in chat. We love Vinny around here. They're in
Yes, please share the art.
a lot of communities that I'm in, actually.
And feel free to put them in Patreon art, I believe. Yes.
Yes, that works.
In the Discord.
Yep. Just try not to post things in too many spots, because then it's going to take me a sec to find them all. But also, if I miss something, feel free to yell at me and let me know.
God, I love how I swapped over to the patron art tab just to look, and the first thing I see is your newer art of Rocky lately with the monsterification.
Coffee.
Oh yeah, the demon version.
Demon Rocky, yeah.
Yep, I saw it. Atomica. I mean, you can send it to my DMs too, Vinny. That's fine. I'm trying to not have things posted in too many spots because it makes it harder for me to track it down. But anyway, I actually really like. It reminds me a lot of Sherlock Hound, the old cartoon that Zen and I started one day. We got a few episodes in and then we stopped. For those of you who don't know, Sherlock Hound was basically a furry version of Sherlock Holmes that was made by what would later become Studio Ghibli.
Yep.
And honestly, that's fair, Atomica. I don't blame you for getting rid of Twitter. It's kind of a hellscape.
Yeah.
But this definitely gives Sherlock Holmes, Sherlock Hound vibes. I love the little light bulb. Also, this is I can tell this is Twiz's art.
Yes.
Twiz has a very distinct art style that I adore, as y'all can see, because Ambrose is on screen. Also done by the wonderful Twiz.
Yeah, no, I love how fun and wacky this design is. The expressions and everything is just wonderful. I love the coloration on the
Hey Liam, welcome in. We
Main
actually
body
were just
versus
talking about you not too long
the
ago.
highlight colors. It's so it's so fun. It's so cute. I love the design. I'm gonna say something that I know I've heard our good friend Jason say a good amount. It fills me with so much whimsy just looking at the design. I love it.
It's super cute.
The top hat and everything, it's so cute.
I'd say the design is very whimsical and very fun, which I adore.
Oh, 100%. I love it. I love it so much.
I really like the design. It's super cute. Again, I'm a sucker for dogs with lore. Oh my god, hello. Creature. And I've always liked Vinny Sona. It's really cute. The colors never really seem like they clash, which is what I worry whenever you see bright
Real
colors,
quick,
and they
Vinny,
just do it really well.
Was this done by Papa Mutt? This has Papa Mutt written all over it.
Written all over it, yeah.
Yep, That's what I thought. Oh god, I should curse y'all with when
Oh
Papa
my
Mutt
god,
did
yes.
Rocky.
The
It's
Rocky
gonna take
one.
me a second to track it down, but I should curse you all with that.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And Mars just sent me their stuff, which we'll review in a second. Yep, I just saw it, Rio. Which, let me refresh the tweet. Here we have Sins Sonas. This is Zaf the... Actually, you know what? I'll just let you speak here, Zin. Since it's your Sona.
God. I mean, I don't really have much to say here other than Ira did a beautiful job on this design. So I had been wanting to redo my character for a hot second, and at first I was just gonna do an otter, be standard, be fun, be silly with it, and then I was like, wait, we could do a hybrid, and thus the otter shark that is now standing before you. What else can I really say about this? I love it. I'm gonna be biased because it's my own character, so I don't want to say too much about it. I'm gonna let y'all talk about this.
I'd say I mean, you use this color palette for literally everything, so
guilty as fucking charged.
But I actually really like the very windswept hair. I think Ira did a really good job on this.
Oh, 100%. I loved the use of the shark whiskers for a mustache type look. I love that detail.
I also love the earrings, or the fact that you've got that emo one eye covered thing going on.
Yeah.
It's very early 2000s scene kid.
Which does not help the Ursula inspired pendant.
Yeah, I noticed that. I also love the fact that you have the pendant that's attached to the piercings on the tail. I love the little spot designs on the fins.
Same. Because that's what shark was it? I know me and Ira discussed which shark we were using, but it's the exact same type of pattern that shark has.
Tony, your thoughts?
I love the design. Big and chunky is my go-to.
Okay, Moto.
I mean, I don't remember which shark the patterning is based off, but I do really love it. And it feels almost like Okami-esque style to me for some reason. I think it's because of all the swirls.
I do get that vibe whenever I look at Ira's art. So yeah, you're not wrong.
But it's a really cute design, nice and chunky, good shapes, good colors. It's a really good job of hybridizing the two species together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I do kind of want to at some point get an alt version of it, kind of like a werewolf type-esque version where the shark elements are much more prominent. Maybe for a Halloween commission.
Were shark.
Were shark.
I do kind of want to do a were shark for this. That would be really cool to do.
And then we have the shark that you all see on screen. Would you like to tell chat where you pulled the design from?
Yes. You mean the game that we spend way too many hours on?
And also way too much money?
Don't remind me about that part at all. So, this was actually inspired by the Megalodon species Crested Queen from Sea of Thieves. Because me and Coffee were obsessed with that game. I even have a figurine of the Crested Queen sitting on my shelf that I ordered off of Etsy.
Which we definitely need to stream that game again sometime.
Yeah, we do need to start playing that game again, especially with all the new stuff they're adding in the next couple of seasons, like the grapple gun. But I digress.
Which, that's neither here nor there right now.
Yeah, that's why I said I digress.
I'd say...
But yeah...
as somebody who's infinitely familiar with the inspiration, it's very, very obvious. I mean, also the fact that like it's just a straight up shark, which you don't see all that often.
I love how Tony managed to do it, but I loved my idea of taking like the dorsal fin and flopping it over to be like kind of like the side shave haircut type look.
Yeah.
Which you have a full rep of this coming eventually. Basically just waiting for when Tony's not super overwhelmed.
Oh yeah.
And also money, but that's neither here nor there.
But yeah, nope. As you can tell between the two of them, very much purple pink.
Okay, checking the tweet for we had another submission. We have Itsune! And then I'm going to start getting to the ones that are like in my DMs and stuff.
Yeah.
They said this is still a whip, so like take that as you will.
Take a sip.
I did that already. We're good.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, I'm watching chat.
Okay.
I'd say this is the design from Itsune that I'm the most familiar with, because this was the design they were using. Actually, that makes 3 friends I've made because of fan fiction. Jesus Christ.
I was literally about to say, dude.
Yeah, that makes 3.
Yeah, uh-huh. Yep.
That's... Wow, okay. So, yeah, we're not going to get into that.
I was going to say, so when are we going to admit we have a problem?
You guys should do a collab.
We're talking about it.
Well,
I'm trying to, like, figure out collabs with people in general. Time zones make it hard.
Yep.
But anyway, neither here nor there right now. I love the facial hair. I love the haircut. The shirt's also really cute. The fact that it's candy apples. I also love
it's done really nicely.
I also love that like it's a button down shirt. I'm a sucker, especially with like the deep like V thing. It's real slutty V.
let me peek in there a little bit.
God damn it!
I also love the fact that they're a purple panda, but like it's not all purple. It's just like some purple accents on around the eyes and the ears.
Yeah.
But like otherwise, it's a very like traditional panda, which I actually kind of like. I also love like the one tooth on the grin there. Obviously the homophobia in his eyes.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, nope. The haircut, phenomenal. The heterochromia, always a banger. And because I've already been known for this at this point, just gonna say it right now, purple. You win me. Purple. Especially that shade of purple. That is such a nice shade of purple.
It is.
I will never be tired of that type of shade of purple, especially as an accent.
Yeah, it's very cute. The accent colors are very nice. The design overall is super cute, and I can just like, I want to draw this, you know?
Oh, 100%.
I don't see a lot of heterochromia in animals besides bears, so that's a nice touch too.
All right.
Or besides wolves, my bad.
Next one, we have to dig into my Discord DMs now.
Y'all are gonna turn me into coffee at this point, because now I'm gonna sit here and go, what other species do I want to do?
All right, the next one is going to be Atomica. Wow, that is really zoomed in. We're gonna zoom in.
I love Atomica.
Pull up.
God damn it! Another species I've been thinking about doing. Oh god.
Protogen, which is real fun. You don't see a lot of those.
Oh, protogens are so fun. The things you can do with their facial expressions, beautiful.
Which they are a protogen, right, Atomica? And if I'm wrong, please correct me.
From the look of it, yeah, that's a protogen.
But I also love that they went for like a very like I guess non-traditional way for like the protogen, where it's like you look at the face and you're like, okay, that's clearly a protogen. But I like the fact that like they have like all this like floof going on, and I also really love like the color palettes, because like this is just a really like eye-pleasing shade of red. I think the like uranium like toxic ooze green you've got going on is also really neat. Plus the with the radioactive symbol. Zin, your thoughts?
Color palette, phenomenal. I love how the shade of green balances out really well with the shade of yellow for the hazard symbol. That gives it two very bright colors to kind of mesh with all the more muted earthy tones in this design. Love the wild like hair mane that you gave it. Really sells it kind of gives me this very gremlin energy, and I absolutely love that. And then like I've already established, sucker for protogens. The things you can do with their expressions and everything, phenomenal. The overall idea of these types of Sonas has always been a really interesting idea to me.
Hey, Sune, we were just talking about you.
Bear, hello.
Literally just were.
Mods, shout them out.
Plaintiff, whack his pee-pee.
Which, in a little bit here, I'll probably feature some of the work that Itsune has done of Rocky.
Oh my god.
Because Itsune's drawn Rocky a few times now. A couple times with Rocky's boyfriend, Tora, who is one of Itsune's OCs.
That was a joke I was not expecting to hear.
But also, Itsune, you should send me the art of all of Uno together, so I can get more people to check it out. Uno is their fictional band that's made up of primarily their OCs.
Real. I remember them talking about it one time on stream, but they didn't divulge.
Yes. Tora is the lead singer and also Rocky's boyfriend. Because half of Uno is just self-shipped, but Itsune's friends.
Real.
And then here's some other art of Atomica done by Outcast. I want to commission Outcast at some point. They just have really long queue times. Their queue is just always crazy long. The last time I went to commission them was when I was dating somebody. Was gonna commission them a PNG tuber as a Valentine's Day gift, and then by the time Outcast got around to me, we had already broken up, and I was like, hey, yeah, so not gonna need that anymore, sorry.
Lamau.
Because a month or two had passed since I had put in the submission, and they DM'd me hey, I saw your submission on there, did you still want that? And I had to be yeah, sorry, they kinda dumped me out of the blue. I was sorry for kind of accidentally wasting your time. But they were understanding and stuff about it, and I would love to commission them someday. Definitely want to commission some art of Cedric from them, because I really like the way they drew dinos. Because there was another Dino Sona they drew at one point, but again, getting off on a tangent here.
Oh, they drew tags, right?
I want to say yes, but I don't totally remember.
Oh, tag.
If you have been commissioned by Tag, you have made it as a furry artist.
Not even wrong. Not even wrong.
All right, now we're gonna start digging into all of Mars's stuff. So I'll pull them up one at a time. So first we're starting with Mars's actual Sona. I think Mars's Sona is absolutely adorable. Also, Mars is a fellow dino autistic, so definitely go check them out. I actually really love their use of color, and also a Timberwolf is a honestly kind of rare species of wolf that I don't see people use very often. Most people are just generic wolf.
Right.
But I actually really like their use of color, and also the fact that they have glasses, I think, is really adorable. But also the fact that they've got a bit of a belly going on, that's always appreciated.
I was going to say, that's always a plus.
I was looking.
We are looking respectfully.
This is where me and Tony go speak for yourself.
I also love that they have ear piercings. I also love the fact like their eyes are like a really nice shade of red. Red is a great color. It's one of my favorite colors. It shows in a lot of my Sonas. A lot of my Sonas have red.
Rocky.
Well, I didn't design Rocky, but yes. But yeah, Zig, your thoughts on Mars?
Well, along with everything you already said, which is all on point, I do absolutely love at least I'm thinking I'm seeing this right. It looks like they gave him my literal other favorite facial feature detail, the sliced eyebrow.
Yes, they
Eyebrow
have
slit.
They have the slutty slit eyebrow.
I love this. I love eyebrow slits. I love them to death. It's such a cool character feature.
But also, anybody with a slit eyebrow is a slut. Affectionately.
Noted.
No, it's funny you say that when I'm thinking of the other character I've seen. Yep. Yeah.
I should give Demetrius a slit eyebrow.
His eyebrow's too small to slit.
Also, I love I love the coloration change on the feet and hands with this. I know they're like a wolf, but it's very similar to like the transition on like a rack. And I absolutely love when there's that type of almost like glove print type of fading on it.
Gay, homosexual, gay, homosexual, gay.
With Demetrius, I think the eyebrow piercing is enough to like show off the sluttiness.
Yeah, I'd like his eyebrows.
All right.
Let me say my piece about this.
Yes.
I think Mars's design for their Sona is super sweet. It's super casual. It's friendly. It very much radiates a very
and Mars
good
just
energy.
showed up in chat. Yeah, welcome in, Mars. We're talking about you.
We are. I'm complimenting your Sona. It's very adorable. It's very friendly. They're just. They feel very. What's the word? Candid. It's very candid. It's a very candid design, and I love that. It's very. Just good to look at. There's some art pieces where I'm like, wow, that is just nice. That is just good. And this is one of those.
And also, all of the stuff we're showing of Mars and all of their OCs, they drew themselves. Because Mars is also an amazing artist.
Also, can we take a moment to appreciate 6'4"?
I was looking at that, but I was going to mention.
Mans is a giant.
Yeah.
Mars is
Yeah.
tall. I'm looking up.
I figured as much, Mars, but I was like, at some point they're gonna pop in here. Okay, next we're gonna start with their OCs. We're gonna start at the top with Riot, who design is very similar to Mars's Sona, but also noticeable differences. Obviously, so I have a little bit of context for these because I've spoken with Mars before about their like OCs and stuff before, mostly because I was like low-key stalking their TikTok one day because I was bored. And I was just scrolling back through their TikTok and discovered one of their OCs that we will see later. So the one on the right is a like slightly younger version of Riot when he's like still in high school. Peep the Letterman jacket. But like I really love like Riot's design. I love the little scar under the eye. I love the flannel. Flannel is always a good choice. But also the like jock to like actually reasonable adult. Because it's like
old trauma.
I love that pipeline.
But I also love that like their design didn't change too much with them aging, because like I'm not totally sure. I don't remember what Mara said for like the time difference between these, but like I actually really like Riot's design. It's very, I mean, it's simple, but like not in a bad way, especially because these are, if I believe as Mara said, said that these are going to be characters in a visual novel. So you need to be able to draw this character in several different expressions easily. And so you don't want to make the designs too complicated.
I am already, just from that alone, also because you've gotten me down that rabbit hole way too deep, I am looking forward to that now that you mentioned that.
Which, Mars, I don't know, there's not like an official timeline or anything on it. It's
oh yeah, no, but it's still, but I
they're
will be
working on it as they're working on it.
oh yeah, no, but I will be looking forward to that. Because someone has gotten me too deep. I'm not naming names.
Once we finish getting through Mars's OC, Itsune sent me the stuff for Uno Uno, so we'll loop back around to that.
Sounds good.
Yeah, Tony, your thoughts on Riot?
I think this character has a lot of potential, and you can tell it just by the design and the clothing alone.
Agreed.
It's the simplicity helps with building because you can just like look at the expressions and just like figure out what the fuck happened to this guy.
Oh yeah.
All right, the next one is Enzo, which he is one of my favorites, which I'll also pull up another piece of art that they did of Enzo, but we'll save that one for later. You'll get a little sneak peek, but we'll get to it in a minute.
Hey, how old is he?
He's a DILF. So he's like,
Noted.
I want to say like, correct me if I'm wrong, Mars, but you said Enzo's like somewhere like mid-30s-ish. Somewhere around there. So he's definitely of legal age. Don't worry. Yeah, Enzo is my favorite of Mars's OCs for obvious reasons. Because, well, look, he's hot.
God damn it.
And he's a DILF. Unfortunately, he's straight.
Me an old man.
Unfortunately, he's straight. But, like...
We can fix that.
Exactly. That's literally what I said to Mars.
Like,
like, almost verbatim. I was like, I can change that.
That's fixable.
Sour noodles until you make them wet.
Exactly. But, like, okay, jokes aside, I actually really like Enzo's design. I also love the fact that, like, they've got some locks going on. I also love that, like, he's visibly older, but like not necessarily in like a bad way.
Oh yeah.
This man aged like a fine wine.
That's 52 years of experience.
Mmm.
So he's absolute DILF.
I will keep myself
composed. We're not gonna get as nearly as bad as we did for the Smasher Pass stream.
Rune moment.
But like I also love that like he's got some like visible, like he's got like a scar, he's got some like visible wrinkles. I also love the fact that like you actually drew the wrinkles on the clothes. Because like you know this man's not ironing his clothes. He's not trying to impress anyone.
Real.
But yes, Zin, your thoughts?
Absolutely love this design.
Though, actually, hold on. Before you give your thoughts, here's some other art of him.
Oh no. I feel
what
like
species are they?
I'll let Mars answer that one.
Oh god.
Yeah, so like at first they showed me this art and I'm like, okay, and then I saw this art and was like, oh good lord. Alright, y'all can't see it, but I've got one of those giant fans and I'm like, oh boy.
Wait, is this the newer design?
I think they're supposed. This was like the test for like the sprite, and then this is like a full like rendered piece. Love the fact. I love the scars on the chest. Love the little bit of chest hair. We love men with chest hair. Also
That's
love
pretty
the
good.
floof he's got going on up here. The gray sweats is always a nice choice. You can kind of see he's got a little bit of a happy trail going on there behind the cup. But like also this kid, you can also see little bits of pit hair sticking out there. That one goes out to Rio. But
All
like,
thirsting aside,
yes, I mean, I also just think it's interesting to like draw an OC that is older. You don't see a lot of like people drawing older OCs.
Yes.
Now, Zin, your full thoughts.
I'm just gonna start with hello.
I'd say I didn't want to linger
Hi.
on the other image too long in case Twitch gets mad.
But yes, going with this one, I do love the design, the hair, beautiful touch, the eye color definitely pops amongst the other colorations of the design. I do like the touch of turning the muzzle a lighter shade of gray than the rest of the face to really help show us how he is definitely older. And the scars are always a nice touch. I think I think I will be good and leave my thoughts on this character there.
again, all thirsting aside for this, I'm a sucker for ergonomics.
True.
And it's just like the way that I've been noticing is the way that Mars designs their characters. It's very realistic, and they do a really good job of combining human elements with furry elements. And it's just really cool to just like see that process be like super consistent. With this design in particular, it's just like the hair seems like it just fits with the character. The colors work nicely. You can tell there's like a story just by the way they are put together, and it's really cool.
Oh yeah.
All right, next one is going to be Red.
Peter.
I think Red is absolutely adorable. I love that he's got the scar on his snout. He's got the like markings under his eyes. I also love that he's like very clearly in some kind of like looks like a fast food uniform.
Burger King.
Yeah, it's very very Burger King core.
I'm using that at some point. I am using that terminology at some point now.
Then you're
Oh
very
my
Burger
God.
King core.
Hey Reno, welcome in. We were just talking about you not too long ago.
Oh my god, Burger King core, I can't.
But like also I love the hat. The hat looks so cute on him. Would definitely love to see like a version of his sprite in like a casual outfit.
That or it could be the right with the photos you get special treatment. Oh.
Did you? I don't see. Oh, I see it now.
I like the little eye bag color things. I'm a sucker for eye markings. Those are very cute. I'm also like I'm a big fan of like the trope where this one character is always just working.
Oh
They're
my
like
God.
never out of uniform.
Yeah, I'd say overall I do really like Red's design.
It's a very cool gator.
Right, next one is
Yeah, Red, he's adorable. Sucker for gator characters.
Next
Another
we
one that I said
have
before.
Nicole. Love the, I just peeped the trans flag bracelet. I love that. Also the fact that she's like wearing a apron. It's very, like, she clearly works as a barista. That's like very much a like coffee shop apron.
Oh yeah.
Again, I love the fact that she's got like some like locks or braids going on. Also love the gold jewelry. I think the gold is really like accentuates her color palette really nice.
Oh yeah.
I also just like really like the color choices for her. Just based on the ears, I assume she is a deer. Which Mars, correct me if I'm wrong. Really love the nose ring, the little earrings. Also, I think, honestly, I really like this shirt too. It's very, very, like, this is very clearly like a work outfit, which like wearing a like white or like off-white like cream shirt as a barista is a very bold choice. As somebody who was a barista until very recently, I would never ever wear white to work.
I would if you're brave enough.
That would get stained so fast.
It's called tie-dye.
Yes, tie-dye that looks like poop. Literally looks like shit stains. I also just noticed the like gold like scrunchie or something that's like holding her hair back, but I also love that she's got like the two little bits in the two little like braids in the front.
Yeah.
Because like these look to me like they would be locks or like maybe like box braids, which I think is really neat. Also love the little tail. That's fucking hilarious, Itsune.
That'd be funny.
Anyway, Zin, your thoughts?
I get a very like chill, almost cozy vibe from looking at this design. Honestly, I love it. It's very cute, very chill. Definitely gives the coffee shop vibe that you were talking about.
Also, just not to interrupt you, but a quick note. I'm assuming Nicole is a trans woman since I do see the little buds of antlers starting to grow, plus the trans flag bracelet. I'm going to assume that she is likely a trans woman, which we stand trans people.
Oh yeah.
Considering, well, 2 out of 3 people in this call are trans, and well, the other one's an egg, so.
Hard boiled, baby.
That one's still simmering. Anyway, you were saying, Zen?
No, that about sums it up, I think.
Tony, your thoughts?
I think she's a very cute design. You can tell that she's like already kind of alternative one barista with the pins on the shirt and the earrings and septum piercing or nose piercing, trans band. You can tell that there you have a lot more of chill personality, and she's just really neat, really cool. She's someone I'd want to hang out with.
Oh, that's really cool that Red is also trans. We stand.
Real. Okay, I love
Trans
Red.
Gator.
I love Red so much already because Gator, and he looks like someone I want to hug. Oh my God, Vinny, no.
And we have one last OC from Mars, and that's Bruce.
I see a bear.
Oh my God. Tony.
I'm not saying anything. I just said I saw a bear.
Itsune, so when somebody's referred to as an egg, it basically means a like person that is very clearly like probably not cis, but just hasn't figured it out yet. That's kind of where the egg joke come from. The egg that hasn't hatched yet.
Oh my god! Not the Rio core comment.
Oh.
When you are mostly around trans people, your gender is not going to be cis for very long. But yes, back to the actual topic. Love Bruce's design. Big fan of bears. So the fact that he's like a grizzly bear, clearly in like some kind of workout attire, which I think is great.
An infection.
Timing
a little bit.
Rio. But also, I don't know how to feel about like. So I actually like the fact like the hat does work with the rest of the outfit. Though you probably wouldn't want to wear a hat to work out.
I would. I don't want people seeing my face.
I mean, the hat's not doing a very good job of covering his face. Because that's not usually a hat's intended purpose.
It works pretty well.
But I also love that like his design is like pretty simplistic overall.
Oh yeah.
It's cute. It's a good bear. You can tell. Like again, I love Mars's.
Yes,
like,
I did see that video. We're gonna loop back around to that. I'm trying to get through all of like the like new submissions first, and then we're gonna loop back around to like looking at more pieces of people who have like already submitted and stuff. But yeah, no, don't worry, Vinny. I saw it. Yeah, I also really like the like the bit of like chest hair he's got going on. The one tooth sticking out. That's like one of my favorite tropes. But also the tank top tucked into the gym shorts is funny to me.
Oh yeah.
He looks like he is a gentle giant. Like he looks mean, but he's probably a giant sweetie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. I'm still getting over the Rio core comment.
The pits.
That was so fucking funny. But yeah, no, I like Bruce. I do. Oh. It's another simple but effective design, and I do agree with the vibe you were getting from him, Coffee. I do agree on that. Although speaking of, I don't know what it is about him, but I also kind of want to give him a coffee.
He looks like he could like use some caffeine.
Yeah, he
or
does.
A hug.
Or both. This is where I just pull up the meme from El Dorado, just the
both is good.
I love that meme so much.
Tony, your final thoughts on Bruce?
Again, I just love the way Mars is able to just like storytell with the designs really well. This guy is very sweet. Simple bear design, but I like that it's still like Mars. So you have like the what's it called? Something shading. It's like contrast shading. Where you have the lighter bottom and darker top. And you don't typically see that in bears, but it looks good here. It looks really nice.
Oh yeah.
And the colors overall are just like blend really well together, like even with the clothing.
Agreed.
All right, next we have Uno. This is the full cast for Uno. We're gonna go left to right here. So the tiger with the pink hair is Tora. That is Rocky's boyfriend. Actually, Itsune, if you were in chat, feel free to like hop in if you're free, if you would like to give the explanation on your own OCs. Yeah, Itsune, I'd say feel free to hop in the call if you'd like to, like, you can give the sort of rundown on them. Y'all go enjoy some froyo.
No.
Have fun. Save some for me.
Oh, I haven't had froyo in a hot second.
Panda.
And also, forgive me, Itsune, if I pronounce any names wrong.
It's only the lion that has a
Hello.
really hard name.
You do have a PNG. You're just hidden.
I'm hiding behind Ant because I'm scared.
I was like, I swear I remember setting up one for them. Yes, if you'd like to give the rundown on your OCs, feel free.
Mars, you do a lot of good art. Should give yourself more credit.
We'll stick you so you're standing on Tony and Zen's shoulders.
Oh my god!
Support system unlocked.
Support system. I'm tiny.
Small.
But yeah,
the tiger on the left is Tora. He's very dumb. He's very gay, and he's the lead singer. He's also real dumb.
He's very himbo, but that's why we love him.
That's why we love him. He knows how to sing and play video games, and that's about it.
Real.
Can he cook? No. Oh, also work out. He knows how to do that. Look at them abses. Those don't come from doing nothing.
I beg to differ.
You're right. You know what? The Fortnite showed off that if you drink that juice, you become buff immediately.
Yes.
Yes.
It happened to Peter. It could happen to me. Beside him is Kensuke. He's a blue healer. He's kind of aloof in a very cool kind of way. And he plays the rhythm guitar. And he's the husband of a friend of mine's OC. Almost all of them have been claimed by people. It's really funny.
Anybody who tries to come for Tora, immediately banned.
God damn.
Well, you're Bird right now, so...
It's free game! Let's go! The panda beside them all, the tallest one. Oh god, we're back. That's AG. He's technically not in the band anymore. He left because he hates the whole having to constantly tour and be a promo person. So now he just sits back and does all of the production work and all the recording and mixing. But when he was in the band, he played the bass.
Yes. I knew there was a reason I like them.
I could give you another reason why you like them.
Why?
He's a trans dude.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, it's obvious, but, like, you don't know. It could be just convenient scars.
True.
In canon, he's dating Ryo, who's right to the next of him. But then my friend Jasper has claimed AG, so there's that too going on. And also kind of my friend Rai. Actually, no, Ant, you know him. Rai also likes AG the most.
Lions.
Then Ryo the lion there, he's the drummer. He's kind of a hothead. Actually, not kind of. He's pretty much a hothead, and he's got a little feisty temper.
Yo.
But he's doing his best to try not to be a grumpy little man.
Real?
I don't. No one's self-loved him yet.
Oh.
The Tanuki beside him, that's their manager and also like the owner of the indie label they're signed to. That's Onuki. He jokes that he tried to get rid of them once by telling them to go get signed to a big label that were interested in them, and they went, "No, you're stuck with us." And he went, "No, yay, but no." They're all besties and they love each other, but they also hate each other like besties. You know?
Yeah.
He when they were all in college, he used to date Tora. And then also had a very, very short-lived thing with Kenzie, but then Kenzie was like, haha, nah.
Damn.
But in like a really nice way. I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, both were just kind of not feeling it, and then Kenzie was the one who was like, nah, we're good.
Mutual.
And then the husky beside him. I should give him a pierced eyebrow because that boy's slut. Himbo Supreme. He's thirsty, very flirty. He's the lead guitarist, so that makes sense why he's thirsty and flirty. But he's lovable, but very thirsty.
All right, so from left to right, could you repeat the names?
Left to right, Tora, Kenzie, Eiji, oh, his name is so hard because of the R thing. Ryo, and Onuki, and... Oh, wait, I want to give the full names because they're all puns. Sorry. I learned how to pun in Japanese for them. Okay, there's Tora Amaki, Kensuke Hira, Eiji Takekuma, Ryo Reoma, Onuki Shimada, and Yosuke Hazuki.
Real. I like all these guys. They're cute.
Yeah.
I'd say I am obviously biased towards Tora. I'd say, though, fun little story, and Tsune can kind of attest to this one. They were originally not supposed to be like super major characters in the fic that they originated from, but a bunch of us were like, give us more, and more we got.
Yeah, they were supposed to be, they were in like 3 scenes at most, and one of those just transitioned from like story point A to story point B, and then everyone who commented was like, more.
I remember that distinctly.
And Golden like, Toast, thank you for the sub. Sure. I appreciate you stepping by, though this is an 18+ stream, unfortunately, so I will have to ask you to politely bow out, but I do appreciate the support. Anyway.
My brain shut up. Yeah, and they were like, more, and I quickly tried to rewrite it to fit everyone in, and then it didn't work, and I was like, let me just redo it all. And redid it all, I'm still doing it.
I'd say, speaking of that, how is the B-side coming along?
Well, what was supposed to be like, you know, a 10-chapter, what if something else happened, turned into it's getting close to 70.
Jeez, you're pretty much just rewriting the whole thing.
Yeah, I just kept getting ideas, and I was like, F it, we push hard.
I still need to, like, work on some of the stuff with them. But, again, that's neither here nor there right now. Though, while we're on the topic of the Uno boys, let me pull up some of the art that Itsune has done of Rocky and Tora together. Here's the most recent one. It's going to take a sec to load. Here we have them being cute and gay. Honestly, probably one of my favorite pieces I have gotten. So
when I was like doing the line art for this and I finished the little pinky hold, I was like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this for coffee? I want it for me. It's cute. But I held on because I like you.
And I gotta find... Here we are. And then here was the first time Rocky ever actually got to meet Tora in person. It was at like a fan meet, like backstage, and so this in the little sort of canon that it sort of came up with Itsune, this was like the first time Rocky got to like meet him. So the shirt, the little fun story about the shirt that he's wearing, didn't I, like, pretty much completely come up with the design? And you're like, sure, that works.
Yeah, because I was complaining about merch idea. And I'm pretty sure you were like, why don't you just put, like, the instrument they play and their name on it? And I was like, done.
Yeah, and then for Tora, we also have the pink stripes.
Stripes.
Yeah, the mesh shirt is one of my favorite details that you have done on Tora.
I don't remember where I got the idea, but I was like, leather jacket, mesh shirt.
Yes.
Just don't have him go outside too long, because then he'll get a really weird looking sunburn.
It's fine.
Just suddenly in all future performances, jacket fully done up, and everyone's like, what's up? And he's like, I fell asleep in the sun, don't look at it.
But yeah, this was just me being self-indulgent and being like, at first I was like, oh, what if it's like cute and wholesome? It's like him beating a celebrity crush, and then I was like, but what if boyfriends?
God damn it.
And now that's just canon. But yeah, I'd say overall I do actually really like, especially because these are slightly more updated designs than the last time I saw them.
Yeah, the only one who I put a significant amount of care into the design was Tora, because I was like, he's getting a full picture later, so let's do it. And then everybody else, I was like, just get the art done. It's 4 a.m. And then I was like, no, I don't like how they look too plain.
I'd say, but I do really like the designs. Also, the fact that like they're a very like ragtag group.
Yes.
But
Agreed.
also, I love how it's like everybody else has like the sparkle in their eyes, and then Tora's like dead stare. The lights are on, but no one's home.
Oh, I forgot to add it in.
I would say, I was like, I didn't know if that was like an intentional detail or if that was just a you forgot to finish the eyes.
No, I just forgot to hit the thing that the eyeball on Clip Studio.
It's just really funny that like Tora is just dead stare. But yeah, what are y'all's thoughts on the Uno Uno boys? We'll start with Zin.
I mean, I absolutely love all of them. Probably not as much as a certain someone in this call.
Listen.
Yeah.
Listen, I have to make the jab at you. I gotta do it. Tora's hair is a beautiful shade of pink. I love it. Tanukis are always a win in my book. Just everyone here, love them. And Lion's cute. Definitely cute.
No, fun little detail. When I was dyeing my hair pink, I literally texted it Sune and I'm like, oh my god, I accidentally matched Tora. Because I was just like at the like beauty supply store and was like, you know what, I haven't done pink before, that'll be fun. And then I got home and realized I picked like the exact same shade of pink that you use for Tora, and I'm like, god damn it. But that's also where I got the idea of like doing like an art or like a fake or something where he and Rocky switch hair colors. Because I'm just like deciding that it's canon that like Rocky's hair is just dyed red. It's not actually red. And so I was like, what if they helped each other dye their hair?
Wait, does that mean Rocky's hands are also dyed red?
Yeah, that's just like that happens to me IRL. His hands are just like basically permanently stained from his hair.
Nice.
God damn it.
Because that does happen a lot. If you dye your hair a lot, your hands are basically just eternally stained. Zane can attest to this. There have been times that I'll like show him a picture and I'm like, yeah, I accidentally stained my hands again.
Yep. Yep.
But anyway, y'all were saying.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go super fast, one by one. Well, overall, I like everybody and how they look as a group. Everybody's really distinct from each other. Everybody plays their roles very well. It's just a really cool group of entirely queer boys. Tora, I like a lot. The pink's really cute. It helps make the design a little bit more unique. God, I'm terrible with names. I'm so sorry. Healer, Kinsey. Healer is very cute. They seem the most put together out of everybody, which is very funny. Oh my god, why am I blinking? I've gotten tired. Ugh.
I put it in stream text for you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, Kensuke, very cute. Yeah. Eiji, very adorable. I will admit, one of my favorites. I'm like tied between the three, like up next, which the panda, lion, and Tanuki are my faves. Very cute. I like the story behind him a lot. The marks are really nicely done. The hair is very cute. I like the swirl pattern. Gives me like kind of like dessert vibes. Lion, it's good color palette. I like the color palette a lot. I don't see that a lot. It reminds me of the lion from Steven Universe, and I like it.
Oh my god.
Real. Or it's how do you pronounce it? Real?
It's like a weird backwards D, R, and L all at the same time.
Hurt.
So if you say Rio, it's fine.
Okay.
But it's
I
like
still like pronouncing
Rio.
Real. Real. I like the color palette a lot. It's very cute, very peachy, fun personality. Stories conveyed pretty well. Tanuki's very adorable. The glasses are a nice touch. The green overall is a nice little accent. Personally, I want to see a little bit more of that. That's just me. I also do like the story behind them a lot and conveys well in their design. The husky's adorable. I don't see that for a pattern a lot, which kind of helps break it apart and makes it more interesting. And wait, Tanuki, Yosuke. Yosuke's and the personality comes across very well. Yeah.
I think he's also the shortest, so I thought it'd be funny to put him on his tippy toes.
That explains it. The smallest ones are the ones that are like that.
And we got some new submissions to the tweet. We're gonna get to him in just a minute.
I'm for no reason in particular. Just gonna let you know and say, Onuki's name is like it's a portmanteau of like if you write it in kanji, it's big, and Tanuki. Do with that information as you will.
Real.
Oh.
I've been given a mission.
Yes, Sitsune left. Here we have Jake Killhound.
Hello.
Which is a one of the funky triangle dogs. Not triangle, rectangle dogs. Wow, I'm tired. Can y'all... The heat is melting my brain. It's so hot in my room.
Oh my god, he's an old man.
Yes, it's one of the funky rectangle dogs. I think it's really neat. I'm actually really like... I actually like to see people like drawing like Bluey Sonas and stuff. I haven't watched too much of Bluey, but I do enjoy it.
More than I have.
I'd say I've seen a few episodes. I just don't have the attention span to sit and watch it, especially because like it is a kids show, and so sometimes I'm just like, because like I'm very much not the target demographic. But again, neither here nor there. Overall, I do like the design. I also like that he's clearly gay married. We stan. Bluey is actually surprisingly a very queer-friendly show, especially for being a children's show, which is like amazing, but also very clear that it's not from the U.S. But again, getting off topic. I do really like the colors. I like the design is simplistic. It's not my like absolute favorite, and it has nothing to do with like the art style, because like art's hard. But like even for like, but also it's like could just a lot of the simplicity just comes from the fact that it is like a Bluey OC, and so there's only so much you can do with it. It definitely looks very fitting for like the Bluey like style. I don't know. I wish I would be able to see like a little bit more like personality in the character, if that makes sense.
No,
Mhm.
Anyway, what are y'all's thoughts?
I like the heart on it, on him a lot. Like, I think just like they are very used to the Bluey convention like art style, and it shows. But they are since it is like a Bluey Sona, it it's played very well, and it looks really good in the Bluey art style, and it looks natural, and it looks like it'd be in the show. I think that's a cool aspect.
I agree. I don't think I have too much else to add that hasn't already been said on this one.
I do think the wedding rings are a nice touch.
Oh, I agree on that.
And here we have Josh.
Hello.
Which,
Raccoon?
Oh, Josh, yep.
Which he's recommending. Which this particular piece is actually done by Zen and I's good friend Fable, who also drew Rocky.
Yeet.
Oh, word.
I think I sent that to you, Tony.
Probably. I need to check.
Because it just happened like the other day. That Fable randomly was like, "Here you go," and I was like, "Wait, what?" I was literally I woke up to see the text from Fable with the art. Here, I'll pull it up on screen really fast. This is the art that Fable did of Rocky. Super cute. We're not gonna linger on it too much.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, but I mean, I really like the design for Josh's Sona. I think Zebra is the name of his Sona, but I'm not totally sure. I'd have to ask. I don't know. I just call him Josh because that's his name. That's not necessarily the name of his Sona, but like.
I remember how.
There he is.
Oh, yep.
He was apparently
Hey,
working in chat. Welcome in. Yeah, I'd say I really like the like very like non-traditional color choices. I do like that you still kept the like little black like band around the eyes, like very very signature feature for raccoons.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't surely be a raccoon without the little bandit mask. I really like the eye color. I also like the fact that like instead of the like traditional like shades of gray and stuff that people usually use for raccoons, that you decided to go with white and like blonde for the hair, and that you did like a lighter gray for the like muzzle area.
Yeah.
It's a little easier to see in this art. I also love the fact that like that it's like a white and then like a blondish. Yeah. A very like warm toned gray. I also love the pink hoodie. Very gay.
Very gay.
But yeah, what are y'all's thoughts?
I mean, I absolutely love it. I remember when this one first debuted after so long of us joking in the server about finally getting Josh's OC done, Josh's Sona done, and when I finally saw it, I actually did love this one. This design is very nice. I love going for like the white instead of like the generic gray and black. Oh, you
As you should.
Oh my god, yes, Josh. Yes. But yeah, no, this came out very good, and I was excited to finally see it done. And like I said, it was nice to see a very white and gray palette rather than the traditional gray and black or like dark color ish for Brax usually. How about you, Tony?
I think it's very cute. The color palette's super cute, and I like the like you said earlier, the inclusion of the raccoon mask, just to make the species a little bit easier to read, especially with certain art styles. But just like the desaturated pale tones, just all coming together, are really nicely done, and it just looks it's comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
It's comfortable, and I like it. I wish I could see more of the design.
Which Josh did just say the design's still being workshopped a little bit. Just gonna scroll through to make sure there's nobody we missed, and then we'll go back through to. Oh, there is one we missed.
Oh.
From Lady Elias, who's that's titties. I can't show that on stream.
No, they are not. They're pics.
But my issue, I'm concerned about Twitch thinking it's titties.
Oh, okay.
Which is why I was like, well, unfortunately can't show it on stream.
Heard.
Just because I am not trying to get banned. Great art, but unfortunately, Twitch is gonna probably see that as boobs.
Ah.
Yeah. But I mean, they're in your community, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to like reach out to them and be like, hey, do you have any other art that like it's covered? Just because I'm concerned about Twitch censorship.
Yeah, I'll give them a sec.
Meanwhile, we'll actually loop back around. I'll show you some of the other stuff that Vinny got done.
Oh.
I am currently out of water. This thing was full when stream started, and I have drank through all of it.
That's called being hydrated, baby.
That reminds me, I should probably go do a refill on that.
Go drink some water, you thirsty bitch.
Okay then, be right back then. I mean, that's a way to put it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, some people don't necessarily want to like, or don't really care about Twitch censorship. With me, because my channel is like starting to grow very rapidly, I need to be a lot more cautious about Twitch censorship because unfortunately, the faster your channel starts growing, the more Twitch starts having an eye on you, and so I need to be more weary. Yeah, here's some of the other stuff that Vinny had done. I think this is actually really neat. I love Sky Fox's style. So I think Vinny looks really neat in their style. But again, especially with it being a just like black and white sketch, it very much reminds me of like old Sherlock Holmes novels and stuff like that. Actually think we're gonna take a quick BRB so I can go refill my water and also use the restroom. So we're gonna take a quick BRB and I'll play some more Walking Dog for y'all.
Heard.
And I will be right back. All right, chat. I have returned. Let me unmute the call. Okay, we got back at about the same time.
Oh my god.
Yep.
What timing?
I think I was the first one back out of the three of us for once.
Yeah, I'd say I also stopped to get more water.
You're good. I'm sitting here wondering if I can even make it through too much longer, because I think I need to give my laptop a break soon for the first time in a while, because it's lagging to shit.
Just double checking. We didn't get any additional.
I found. I think they redid it. I think she put a new ref sheet without the tittage.
Did it?
She did not, but I can just grab the one you sent me.
Word.
Yeah, this one should be fine because there's no visible nipples. Twitch gets weird about nipples.
It's today.
Yeah, for whatever reason, Twitch gets really weird about nipples.
Read the nips.
Specifically, if it's on anything that could be perceived as female presenting.
Yep.
But I actually do really like their design. I also love the fact that they got like different color schemes for like different emotions and stuff, which I think is really neat.
I've always loved that.
Overall, I do really like but also they are very much a like huge. They're very much a like mixed bag of species, which is not bad necessarily, but also is like there's just a lot happening.
Oh yeah.
True, but luckily,
You say things.
I'd say I do like the tongue and like the tongue piercing and stuff.
Oh,
I love the fact that they just have one that's just rainbow. Could never.
It's Destiny.
Yes. I also like that the like palm of their hands and like the bottoms of their feet match the like orangish accent color.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Also love the like jacket with like the really short skirt. Iconic. Zane, your thoughts?
Love the absolute variety of species parts in this, because it makes it very unique, very standout. The color scheme is great. Once again, a yellowish shade of orange that I actually really like, complemented by my favorite color. I'm not biased or anything. As you mentioned, the tongue is really cool.
Lady Elias, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. We are currently looking at your Sona. Yeah,
Don't even get me started on the eyes.
Had to have Tony grab the non-nip version because Rocky is the one that's currently up, so I'm actually going to go ahead and refund that. Yeah, Rocky is the one that is currently on screen. He's the dog.
Dog.
But yeah, I had to have Tony grab the non-nip version because Twitch is weird when it comes to nipples on literally anything that's not like very obviously a male.
Yeah.
It's just Twitch censorship is weird, and I need to be like extra cautious because my channel's had like extreme growth as of late. But anyway, y'all were saying.
Yeah, I think I already said everything. The only thing that I said right at the end is absolutely love the eye design. It's very pretty.
Mm.
So that would move on to Tony.
Yeah, I love Elias's design overall. Just like, and the more like desaturated colors, but still having that like pop show out is really nice. I love the hairstyle. I know they're trying to update it a little bit more, where she's like the curls are a bit more like obvious, and it's just like she's just really cool. And the colors, like the color changing aspect, is really fun too, because it gives me like proto vibes as well. Whenever you see that.
I also really like the patterns around the ankles and like the wrists and on their arms.
Mm-hmm. There's some mysticism going on.
Yeah, but overall, I really like their design.
Agreed.
Which I think
is adorable.
I think we've gotten through all of the new people, so we can loop back around and look at some of the other art of some of the other Sonas, which we already showed a little bit of Vinny's other ones. And also, chat, feel if with the... we skipped them earlier just because they are on stream, but we can... if y'all would like, we can look at Rocky, Dax, and Ambrose a little bit closer. Just give me a second to find some good art of Rocky to put up on screen.
There we go. Dax time. I kind of want to update
just a second.
Dax's PNG, I'm going to be honest.
Though with Dax, I gotta flip him. Because currently he's staring at a wall, basically.
The wall that is the stream, like, recommended.
Here we go. Just so that way we have that. Give me just a sec, chat. I gotta find some solid images of Rocky to start. Oh, somebody's mic is freaking out.
That was me.
Oh, Zin's. Never mind.
No, because when I went to go move from my wheelchair to my actual chair, the cord for it got stuck on the armrest of the chair and unplugged from the main headset, so I had to plug it back in.
All good. What I'm literally doing right now is I'm just sending a bunch of like art that I have saved in my computer of Rocky. Just sending it to my alt account that I have more just for like testing things.
Right.
And just doing that so that way I can just pull them up on stream easier. Just give me a second here, chat. I'm gonna pull up a few different images of Rocky.
I tend to be very gay for any bear, I'm gonna be honest.
That's so real.
Mood.
Bears and tigers.
I'm not gonna start my list right now.
I remember that art. I've seen it without the bulge.
Okay, well, with Rocky, we'll start with the ref sheet, and then we'll go from there. So here is the ref sheet for Rocky. We'll zoom in a little bit so y'all can see it a little better. The ref sheet was done by Miss Sunny, who's actually the same artist that did Dreamsicle, for those who were here earlier. It's the same artist. So I'll give you all a little backstory about how I ended up with how Rocky ended up in my possession, because I actually did not design him originally. He actually was a adopt that a friend of mine in high school had made. They had made a bunch of them off the same like free to use base, And at the time, my hair was dyed a pretty similar shade of red. And also, I was stretching my ears, so I had gauges at the time. And they're like, hey, this character has red hair and gauges. You have red hair and gauges. It kind of looks like you. And so they gifted him to me. I think I still have the old art somewhere. But this is like the official ref sheet that I commissioned based off of that. Yeah, the little guy up here doing the T-pose is really cute. That was a little something extra that Sunny threw in. I really adore Rocky's ref sheet. Especially this little, like, squatting pose over here with, like, the little blep. I think is absolutely adorable. Let's look at some... then I'll pull up all the... We're going to go through each piece, and then I'll let y'all give your thoughts.
You're good.
And then we have one of my absolute favorite pieces of Rocky that was actually done from one of my absolute favorite artists, Do Kawaii. They're an amazing artist. Go check them out. But this is actually Rocky as Vash from Trigun Stampede. That's where the design was ripped straight from, including the prosthetic arm. When I commissioned this, I was a little worried about how the arm was going to turn out. Because they even said, like, the arm was going to be a bit of a challenge for them because they had just never drawn something like that, like, detailed in a while. But it turned out really, really nice. It took, I think, a couple months for them to do it. And I was, like, a little worried at first because pretty much almost the entire process was radio silence, which made me a little worried. But then they, like, sent me the, like, pretty much the whips and stuff, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, glad I liked the design, because I did not get to see, like, any of the, like, early stages of the process. Which, for the artists in chat, please communicate with your commissioners. Please let them see the, like, early stages, so that way if something needs to be changed, it can be changed early, and not wait till the piece is, like, 90% rendered to let your commissioner ever see it. Unless they explicitly state they don't want to see any whips and are just fully trusting you. But otherwise, please communicate with your commissioners, because when I commission an artist and I don't hear from them from several months, I'm like, did I just get scammed? Turns out, no, I got the finished piece, but it was a process getting to that point. And then we have one of my other favorite pieces, and this is actually from Marshmallow Bears. It's a little Polaroid of Rocky with his shiny Umbreon.
Yes.
Though there's actually an alt version of this where Umbreon was spelled wrong because Marsh didn't notice it at first, and so it said Umbreon. I still have it saved somewhere because I thought it was funny, but Marsh sent me the corrected version. But yeah, and also for those of you in chat, feel free to give your thoughts as well on Rocky. I'll tell you, the floor is y'all's, so go ahead.
I was eating chip in queso.
Ooh.
I always liked Rocky's design. I never read it as a husky though. That's the only like thing with it.
Yeah, I mean that partly comes from the fact that I didn't actually design him. Mm-hmm. You can kind of see the husky in the tail, because he's half German Shepherd, half husky.
Yeah, they're just like I always just thought dog, you know, it's just like domestic.
Yeah, I
dog.
mean, I think that was the original idea, and the people were like, "Oh, what kind of dog is he?" And I was like, "I'll just make something up."
Husky.
I'd say if I had actually like designed him from start to finish, I probably would have made the traits a little more obvious. Right. But honestly, I'm really happy with his design, so I haven't bothered to try to do any kind of like redesigns or anything.
Right.
That's like completely fair. But the palette's good. The way everything's sectioned off is nice. It's just I need to stop saying that. It's a good design. And simple enough to where it's easier to draw. While it's having its own personality.
Actually, while we're talking about Rocky, I need to find it. Let me get back to my conversation. It's probably in my DMs with Freddy. Which Freddy is Papa Mutt, for those of you who don't know. Yep, found it.
No, I think my favorite art of Rocky you have is the ice cream. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
God damn it! Yep, there's the Papa Mutt one.
Yeah, this was done, I think, during a charity stream or something from
I remember
the wonderful Papa Mutt, who I mod for. I had redeemed some channel points, saved up channel points to get this cursed abomination.
It's beautiful.
He literally cut out pieces from various pieces of art that I had sent him. In fact, I can actually let me show y'all the reference images that I sent him. This was the image that he cut most of those from. This was actually art that I got in an art raffle that I forgot that I won. I had forgot that I entered it, and then the artist had DM'd me like, "Hey, you won the raffle," and I was like, "Oh shit, I forgot I entered it." But yeah, that's the artist right here, that one green bro. I don't know if that's still their username or not. I'd have to check. But I do really like their art. And then we have Rocky as a pirate that Tony did for my birthday. I want to say a couple years ago now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that one.
The other half...
Zen as a pirate.
I'd say the other half of this image is Tony as a pirate. May Tony rest in peace. Because now we have Tonio. Tony was just shot dead in a field somewhere.
Yeah.
No
grave or anything. Just let the rot take over.
Just left him in a trash can. They're just returning you to where you belong. The trash.
Damn.
Aposta's natural habitat.
Yeah.
I mean...
Which, this particular piece has actually been my phone, wallpaper since I got it. Because I just love this art so much. And I might actually be getting to meet the VA for Vash, and I plan to, show him the fact that I literally have my Sona drawn as Vash. Actually, you know what I could do? I might get this printed out and then have him sign it.
Not a bad idea at all.
And I do need to go to Walmart this weekend. Well, now I know what I'm doing.
Real.
Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Then give me a second to find some stuff of Dax to show y'all.
You know, just because y'all were talking about how he's supposed to be a husky this whole time, now I feel like we need art of Rocky, but doing the "Let me sing you the song of my people."
That would be a good idea.
Just him absolutely howling his head off.
We need to get all the husky Sonas.
Let me throw that one on the pile. I swear, I'm gonna have way too many fucking ideas by the end of this stream, aren't I?
So, as you can see, Dax is the one currently on screen, but we'll start with this ref sheet, which was done by Tony.
Hi.
I think this was. I think this might have been the first time I commissioned you.
It was.
Let me also find the original art of Dax before I even had this ref sheet.
They're
Also-
carnivorous.
Also, Tony, you've corrupted me. Every time you say hi, now I want to respond with the hello.
Hello.
Hello. That goddamn soundboard.
It's so beautiful. I love it.
It
I
is.
get with the tuna every time we're in VC.
There is also one more piece of art of Dax that I cannot show on stream. Actually, a couple pieces that I can't show on stream. Because Dax is a whore. I found it. This was Dax's original design before he had a ref or anything.
Wait,
I remember this.
Which
No,
this was drawn by. We actually don't really talk to him anymore. Not anymore. Nothing happened. It was just we didn't keep in touch. By an artist by the name of Yate, or at least that was his username last time we spoke. I'm not sure if that's still the username he uses or not.
It is. I still see his posts on Twitter and Tumblr.
Yeah, also fun fact, I actually had Dax before I had Rocky. Dax was actually, I don't have the original art of Dax because it was never finished, and also I don't talk to that artist anymore because he is a piece of shit. But that's a whole other. I think Zin knows who I'm talking about.
Which
Hunter?
Which artist? Oh no, I was trying to remember the art piece you were talking about.
Yeah, Hunter was the one who had done the original.
Right. Yep.
That was never finished.
Yep, I remember. I just was trying to remember which art piece.
Yeah, it was never finished, so I never posted it anywhere. No. But after that situation happened, which Tony, I will fill you in more on that off stream.
Or
not about to air out all of my old relationship drama on stream.
Tony's just getting a whole ass.
Yeah, after stream, Tony's gonna basically get the full rundown of all this shit.
Yeah, lore. I love lore.
This art of Dax was actually created while I was in the middle of moving, which is where this image over here came from. But I basically wanted Dax to be a character that was very visibly punk. Which fun fact, Dax's jacket was originally black, as y'all can see. It was originally a black bomber style leather jacket. But I had gotten a different piece that he had a tan jacket in, and it kind of just stuck.
I think it fits better.
But here is his ref. As you can see, he's got pierced nip nops, and he's also got his ears pierced. He also has one more piercing that can't be shown on stream. He's a heavy smoker, as y'all can see from the cigarette that is falling out of his mouth here, and also on his PNG.
He's also got sharp teeth.
Yes, which is not something pandas normally have, but Dex is cool like that. He smokes a lot because he's too cool for lung cancer. Also, I'm pretty sure that cigarette's backwards.
Probably. I don't smoke, so I couldn't say.
I mean, I grew up in a family of smokers, and I know that the brown end is usually the end that goes in your mouth.
Oh no!
So in his ref, he has the cigarette's backwards, but it's also had fallen out of his mouth, so it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say Dax's design is pretty simple, especially for a panda. Some panda designs get really complicated.
Yeah.
And then let me show y'all the the piece where he had the tan jacket where it kind of just stuck. Zoom out a little bit so y'all can see the full thing.
I remember this one.
This was also from a raffle that I won. It was inspired by a photo of John Constantine from DC Comics.
Oh, yep.
That's actually where I directly stole this pose, because I was like, hey, that's kind of cool art, and also I think really fits his vibe. And that's also where the tan jacket came from. And that kind of just stuck, considering I don't actually know if I ever uploaded it, but I have a... Those of you in the Discord can see that I actually have an emote that is Dax's jacket.
Oh, yeah.
Inspired by... it was actually, when I was commissioning emotes, I was like looking at what a lot of other streamers had. And the emote of Dax's jacket was actually inspired by the emote that Skyfox has of his shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Because the sort of idea was it was like somebody had stolen Dax's jacket. So I really like the way that this particular piece turned out. I don't remember who the artist is off the top of my head, otherwise I would like give them a shout out. Because these are all images that I've just had saved to my PC. But I do like the neon sign in the background and the way that like the smoke looks. And then I've got one more piece that I can share with y'all for Dax, and it's this cute little headshot I got from Marsh. And this one, he's only got the one earring, but he sometimes wears both, sometimes he wears just one. But this is just a cute little headshot that I had gotten from Marsh a while ago. Marsh is another artist I need to commission again sometime. There's just so many artists that I want to commission.
Mood, fucking mood.
If I ever won the lottery, I would get so much furry art.
Okay, Jason. And yes, I'm calling him out anytime.
But yeah, what are y'all's thoughts on Dax?
I mean, I've always loved him. This design is great. That one is probably one of my favorite pieces too of him, honestly. The lighting on it's really good.
I'm biased.
I'm aware.
I'd say there is a couple other pieces of him that I cannot share here, but if y'all are interested in seeing it, DM me and I will try to find them for you. One of them was drawn by Itsune.
Yep.
And it's Dax in just a jockstrap, so definitely can't show that on stream.
Yeah.
I need to draw Dax again. I miss the bear.
Let's see, and then the last one we have is Ambrose.
Oh, real?
Interesting. I don't have a lot of art of Ambrose, surprisingly. I think it's just because birds are really hard to draw for a lot of people, so I try not to, like... I don't get as much art of him, just because, well... Birds are hard.
Still, you should treat yourself to bird art.
I'd say I did make Rio draw him at one point.
I've also drawn him once, actually.
That you did. I don't think I have that saved on hand, but...
I can send it to you. I know where it is.
Actually, here's the fixed version that Rio did of... And then let me also pull up his ref. Which, so here is Ambrose. His ref was also done by Twiz, whom I adore. Though, I guess a little fun fact about both the ref sheet and the PNG for Ambrose, they actually were products of a sort of art trade that I did with Twiz.
Oh, yep.
Where, because Twiz wanted to commission me for some writing of their OCs, and I wanted to commission this art from him, we agreed to just do a trade instead of basically sending each other money back and forth. So he did, I don't have a Twiz command, unfortunately. I don't have a lot of custom commands set up, mostly because for a while Nightbot straight up wasn't working, so I just haven't done anything with that, but that's something for later. Yes. So I actually wrote some stories of Twiz's OCs in exchange for art. Which, art trades are also a really good way to, like, get art. I usually I don't try to do that often, just because I, like, feel weird about it. Because it's like, yeah, my story's not going to put food on your table. Because, like, I recognize that a lot of artists have to take commissions so they, don't starve to death.
Yeah.
Or end up homeless. Which is why most of the time I don't usually approach an artist with it unless I'm, like, really, really good friends with them. And even then, I try not to do it a lot. Or with Twiz, he was actually the one who suggested it. Which is the only, like... And I also did it with Itsune for that really cute art that I showed earlier of Rocky and Tora that are laying in a field. I had actually written a story of when Rocky and Tora met, which was really cute. I also plan to write some other stuff of the Uno Uno boys. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Here's the art of Ambrose that Tony did. It was actually, it was for your maid dress stream.
It was.
That was a while ago.
Yeah. I forgot about that one.
That was back when I was Stony.
And your hair was way shorter.
Yeah.
Let's say your hair has grown out a fuck ton.
Yeah. It touches my nipple.
What?
Which, I'll actually be getting to hang out with Tony in October.
Yeah!
I'll be flying out there and also didn't realize how fucking massive Texas was.
Texas
until I started looking at flights and was like, wait, which airport do I need to land at? There's like 4.
DFW.
And then here's the art that Rio did of Ambrose. This is no hate to Rio, but of the art that I do have, I think this might be my least favorite art of Ambrose, just because the angle makes him look weird. And this is, again, no hate to Rio. He did his best, and I've discussed with Rio that this was also his first time ever trying to draw a bird. And also, I think it's just Ambrose does not reflect to non-toony styles very well.
Yeah.
So it was less of an issue with the art itself and just more of him not reflecting very well in this particular style. Especially considering especially when you look at his ref, he's very cartoony, very so having it in a more realistic looking style, but still trying to keep those toony elements just doesn't quite work. You kind of have to go all one or all the other. I think really the only thing with this art that still kind of bugs me a little bit is the head. Specifically the top of the head, because that doesn't quite read as feathers to me.
Mm-hmm.
It looks more like fur, which if your bird is furry and not feathery, there's some problems. And again, it's no hate to Rio. This is just like, it's still a great piece. It's just it just comparatively, like, style wise, it didn't translate super well.
Yeah, it happens.
But this was his actual ref. As you can tell, he's a pirate. He does have wings. He just canonically keeps them hidden under his jacket. At some point, I would love to get art of him, like, without his jacket and his, like, wings, like, fully extended. It's just, when you're at sea, you don't really need your wings all that much.
Yep.
Especially because when a bird gets wet, they can't fly very well. And so he just... That, and also, if you get into a sword fight, the wings are kind of a glaring weakness.
Yep.
And so when you're a pirate, you kind of don't want to just have two giant glaring weaknesses on your back.
Yeah.
So he keeps them hidden under his jacket. The outfit was actually heavily inspired by Elizabeth Swann from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Real?
Just because if I was into women, I would be into Elizabeth Swann. Like, there are many women that I'm like, if I was into women, I would get it. I was like, I understand, even if I don't feel that way, because I am not attracted to women in that capacity. I understand.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are y'all's thoughts on Ambrose here?
I mean, you know I have many biases on this one. Most of them can be summed up with one word. Pirate.
Real.
But I do love the colors. The outfit is wonderful. I love the scar. And in this exact image right now, I love the top right image the most, I think.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Which, he is a Scarlet Macaw.
Yeep.
It's a little hard to tell since you kind of can't see his wings, but, like, you can definitely see it in, like, the tail feathers. He's got the, like, the red with the blue. But his wings are, like, very... Like, if he ever has his wings, like, actually extended, you can very clearly tell he's a Scarlet Macaw. I went with a Scarlet Macaw because it was actually partly inspired by an acrylics stand that I got at a convention out of, like, a pirate-themed furry mystery box that lives on my desk. And also, I was just like, I wanted to go, if I was going to go with a bird, I wanted to go with, like, a really colorful, like, tropical bird. Yeah. And I was like, you know what? A pirate Scarlet Macaw sounds cool.
Yeah. You know, now you need a fitting bird in Sea of Thieves to name Ambrose.
Or make another bird Sona based on one of my birds from Sea of Thieves.
Oh my god.
I should make a bird Sona off of one of my birds from Sea of Thieves. Or my bird. Tostito.
I have 2 birds on Sea of Thieves.
Yep, I recall.
But well, anyway, well, that's neither here nor there right now.
I swear, it's a challenge for us to stay 100% on track all the time.
I mean, yeah.
Autism, ADHD, gay, furry. What else should I say?
I'm gonna refresh. refresh the tweet again just to make sure there was no last-minute submissions. But otherwise, I think we've reached the end.
We have, I believe.
Yeah,
I've been keeping an eye on it.
Yeah, and we've been going for about 3 hours now, so I think here's going to be a good time to call it for the night. Partly because I feel like I'm starting to melt from the heat. Because I unfortunately can't have my fan on when I'm streaming because my mic picks it up. But thank you all for joining me.
Thanks for having us.
Let me find us somebody to raid into. Who is streaming right now? You know, somebody that we haven't raided, I don't know if we've ever actually raided into him, is Kaizy.
Oh yeah, they've been streaming a lot earlier.
Yeah, I'd say, because they're in Australia, so time zones are weird.
Yeah. But I've noticed they've been streaming a lot earlier.
Unfortunately, Vinny, I don't have... And like I said, I don't have a lot of custom commands. But I can come up with a raid message here. Give me just a sec here, chat.
Your background. You're all good, Vinny.
That'll be our raid message. And if you're not subbed, feel free to swap it out with any other emote. But otherwise, we're going to get ready to raid into Kaizy. I gotta remember how to spell.
Ah, yes, the classic words are hard.
Which he is currently playing he's doing a New Game Plus run on Final Fantasy 16.
Wow.
Which, hoping for the PC port on that soon. I will be probably streaming again on Friday. Not totally sure what I'm going to stream yet. We'll see. Might be having like a collab or something Friday. I don't know yet. We'll see. I contacted somebody about a collab Friday and they've not responded yet. So, but if that falls through, I'll probably figure something else out. I do have a big collab coming up in a couple weeks with Papa Mutt. It'll be me, Papa Mutt, Yak, and Kenny, and we're going to be playing some Magic the Gathering.
Oh, nice!
Where I finally am getting Freddy on stream to play Commander. We've been talking about it for ages, and every time we've tried to plan it, it fell through, but we finally have a date and time secured. And if it falls through, I'm going to scream. But anyway, I'm going to send you all over to Kaizy.
You guys have a good night.
If you're not already in the Discord, here's the Discord and my Twitter. But otherwise, see you all over at Kaizy's stream. Bye!
Puppy, hello. Shut up, Puppy, please.
Just raided with 10 viewers.
Coffee, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, Redders. I'm Kaiser the Wolf, ready video game streamer from Australia. We are playing New Game Plus Final Fantasy mode of Final Fantasy 16, beginning with the DLC on Thursday. Coffee, how was your stream? What were you up to? Just chatting. I assume it was something to do with the Sonas, but I am unsure. Hello, Antisy. I'll shout out for Antisy as well, please. Also, hello, Vinny.
So many beans.
All the beans. Stream talking about people's Sonas? Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, fun.